watch any game after this?
Yeah, I think so.
You do?
Huh?
You watch any game after this?
Yeah.
Really done with the kick-off, hasn't he?
Don't want to stay too late, like, I've got some work to do.
Welcome to episode 2 of Mud, Sweat and Beers. Tonight we've got a special guest, the Swig, and he's got a special announcement.
Thank you, Steph. Swig here. Welcome to Mud, Sweat and Beers. Very grateful to RCS Teamwear for sponsoring tonight's episode. RCS Teamwear, founded in 2018 and based internationally, providing high quality sports teamwear. From the outset, the company sought expert guidance from industry professionals and establish a brand that embodies excellence, innovation and reliability. Thank you very much for getting on board, guys.
Thank you, RCS. We're here today, Ystradgynlais. The boys are ready to introduce themselves, so go from left to right.
Left to right.
I'm TC. I play hooker for Ystrad.
I'm Lockie. I play prop for Ystrad. Well, I just retired actually, so...
Yeah, Curtis Davis, centre for Ystrad. What's happening?
So we'll kick it off. Your season just ended last weekend, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, how did it go? Where did you finish? How did you find it?
Yeah, happy overall. I think we finished third.
So highest finish in 27 years in the WRU system.
Yeah. So second season Division 1 as well, so overall pretty happy with that. Like, I think when we finished last year?
Third from bottom last year.
Third from bottom last year, first season. So third this year now, so pretty happy. Like, we've had a load of injuries, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't had to come out for freaking... Well,
over a month.
Probably over a month, yeah.
What changed from the start of the season to where you finished last year to where you are today?
So we got a really good summer. We organised it quite professionally. We knew what we were doing from the start.
Yeah, it's been new coach, right? Halfway through last season, we had new coach. But
it's got a lot of professionalism to us, and he's very good, you know.
Boys buying in.
Boys buying in, yeah.
That's what you need in this half battle. The boys buying in, you get numbers and training.
It was nice. It was good. We've got a couple of big away wins this season, like up in Skewen.
Aberarlon, big win for us.
A couple of big away wins. Like Skewen was mental, wasn't it? Because
played him in the
like the month leading up to that, we drew against Morrison. The week after, we drew against fucking Swansea Uplands. The draw itself is mental. Then we had 2 in a row, and then we drew Skewen in the cup. Then up there. We lost.
Quite heavily as well.
We lost against Skewen in the cup, and then we had to go back up by the following week and play him in the league. And we beat them. So that was massive, isn't it?
Big turning point for us, really. Put us on a bit of a run.
Got a good run on go. Got a bit of confidence. Where's the worst place to go in that league?
Probably Nanty away.
Nanty's up there.
It's the smallest pitch. It's all skew.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Tiny.
That's a new setup as well, isn't it?
It's like a Coliseum, you go one massive wall on one end, one clubhouse the other end, just everything's in the room.
They don't lose many games there, but we did beat them there, but they don't lose many at home because the pitch is so small.
There's not that many buzzing places like through Dan Rapp, who's been playing for Barnwen for a couple of games. He said he's got like 3 or 4 games left. He said the last fixtures are Bonamine, Penlan, Pyle, Glencorrwg. One was all with it, but fucking hell.
Banman's no bad,
But we haven't really got. Before we used to have piles and all that.
Penlan's a word. I got punched up there. So by one of the crowd. Next
will be Halo Q. That's got a ground place to go. Like.
It's on the mountain, isn't
it?
What's the aims going forward for next season?
Well, promotion, hopefully.
I think we can't really be happy with getting better. We've got a silverware next year.
I don't think we're losing many boys, to be honest. There's a 12 come up from the youth team, I think, so I think we should push again next year.
The juniors and youth.
Every age group.
Is it 12, is it?
You've got children playing at every age.
Apart from under 14s.
That's great.
And we got every age group playing.
That's another 10
What's-
years of good rugby.
Yeah.
What's mad, though, don't like these youth boys are coming up and like they only playing 2 years of youth now. Whereas when I played, or when we all played, that's where we played, you play 3 years of youth, and in your last year you'll have a couple of games of seniors, sort of ease into it. But now they've just, it's 2 years of youth, and that's it. I'm looking at something and thinking, fuck, you ain't ready for Bill 12's away, like. But yeah, so they've missed out a bit on their last year of youth there. Like,
Youth's the best time, like.
That's right,
best rugby, like.
literally class,
Coming up
like.
through it, and you think, and all the old heads and the seniors are telling you, cherish these moments. The youth's the best rugby you've ever played. And you're like, you're looking at them like,
And
I'll
it goes
play
on, isn't
seniors,
it?
next in it, you retire.
Do you think that works then by having the only 2 years in youth, or do you think it's not a good thing?
Well, I don't, yeah, but like I said, looking at some of them, it's like they know an year already, like for, you know, like I said, Wales away or something like that, big hanging farmers, but
You don't really get up to it because you can play against 19-year-olds, can't you?
Yeah.
We were back in the day, and like, you know, like, when you get to 19, you've grown and you. So you get, when you're younger, you're in those 19-year-olds. Kind of weans you into senior rugby, doesn't it?
Gained a lot of confidence in our last year as well against the Reds.
oh yeah. So you have 1 or 2 games for seniors, and then you've been, you know, your tails up.
Finished you,
And you
you've got
must-
2 years.
A lot of the last year youth this year, we're not old enough to play for us. Like,
Yeah.
you got to come straight in and try to play it.
A lot of youth now is Ystradgynlais youth. When he was there, he was joint Abercraven Ystradgynlais, wasn't it?
Ah, is it?
Yeah,
So,
they got
what do they call that?
USB.
So only this season,
Yeah.
he's gone back. That's Ystradgynlais youth now, so it's decent to have, like,
It's only the boys coming through.
some chirpy fuckers there, mind you. He's English boy playing for him. Oh, he's English. James Smiley, he's just full of beans. Nice to see, like, there, but he's just full of it. Like.
Right then, boys. We're going to go into quick fire questions on your teammates, yeah?
Okay.
So, I'll ask questions. You pick the name of the best matches. Yeah?
Go on, then.
Happy? So, it was a good one last week. This was the biggest liability on the pitch. Who's the yellow card, red card?
Say it after 3.
For me is Ratty.
Oh, Will.
Well, yeah, it's a Tommy toss-up with them two. Ratty probably, not so much recently, but before Ratty, but he'd be guaranteed yellow or red.
And
He'd fucking be laughing about it. Like,
he'd be on the field 2 minutes, he'd be off.
I don't know, you should like, I've been Bill Wells drop goal. He's a bit liability, like, say we go through a couple of phases now, closest fuck this game is.
It was the end of the
We just go through phases, trying to milk a penalty or something. See Rat there now, drops back, and then, fuck, he's going right way back, he's in a pocket, like. He's in a pocket for drop goal. Ethan, ex-captain, pass it to him, I thought, fucking, go on, I'll drop you, innit? Just fucking scuffs it across the floor. Like, why you fucking do that?
Ratty, I would say.
Yeah, so Ratty,
Yeah, he convinced me.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
We'll go worst dressed in a team.
I'd happily take that.
I'd say, oh yeah, on the front though, but Ryan do probably have worth a mention here. He rocked up the fucking train all the game there, the pair of sketches on his fucking toes.
Sketches.
Comfortable like that, like, but yeah.
On the flip side to that, guys, who's the best dressed then? Kate don't say.
No, I can't say me, can I?
You won, maybe?
Who won? Snads up well. Snad, big, small one, Snads, he scrubs up well, but he's just tall, dark, handsome. He'd chuck him in anything, he's fucking up.
He's a model.
He's ex-model.
He is a model.
Big, small, well, he's not small, he looks small, but we call him small Snads.
Does he put a lot of effort in the change room as well, or?
No, he's just natural, Keenan's alright, he scrubs up alright, Keenan.
No one's using the hairdresser much these days.
No, hairdryer,
Hairdryer.
You got an hairdresser in the change? Right then, who's the fine merchant? You do fines up here, being late and...
well, we've got a bit of a social committee going.
Yeah, me and Kurt take care of that. Vicky and Kemp as well. Then we club every week.
We've got a social committee, like, we got, late, Kit.
Who is the name that comes up every...
Keenan.
Keenan. The fucking food.
Oh, he's one of them.
Yeah,
I have got money.
Set a bank transfer. Walk around with pocket.
Big Logan Wall, she's up there as well, but in fairness, she's squared up with a lady. Chucked about 30 in. 30 quid. So you owe loads, right? You had 30 quid as well, you just fucking chucked it.
Most of the boys try to make
it. We have decent, got fucking a good whack from the fines. With Canada now in May, we're up to a couple of grand a week on the fines and all that. So we do police it.
It's good to have. Keep the boys in check.
How long are you going to Canada for?
10 days, we're up there from May 30th to June 8th this year. So.
You're playing up there as well?
We've got 2 games lined up.
You going to play?
I'm going.
No, you're not going?
This is what
been in the works for 2 years.
You won't get Ethan have a funeral. Hit a funeral and go.
How many are you going?
28 right now.
Yeah, down to 28. You've had about fucking 8 casualties.
No, when we first announced the tour, me and Kurt have been organising this for 2 years now. We had 48 to start with. And then when they came to paying the first deposit, you're down to 36. And now another 8 gone, 20.
Yeah, we had 36 cemented, and then it came to the visas. And unfortunately, some boys can't get on into the country. Won't mention anything. But yeah, they started paying in quite a lot of money as well. They've actually lost loads of. We do it for work, a company, MSG company. Decently fair, like.
Was that a plug in? Sponsor?
Oh, we have actually got a fundraiser coming up now next week, no, next week, 18th.
Yes.
If you're into Freddie Mercury, get down the club Friday, April, was it? 18th
Easter weekend.
We've got a Freddie Mercury coming on, yeah. As actually comes up.
Sorted. We let that one for free anymore. Who is... Every team's got one. Who is the toenails of the team? The one who hangs out the coaches.
He's knows this every He's
standing next to him.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's easy.
Extras, no, everything. Okay, that's half a time.
Captain, is it? Is that always captain?
Vice captain, is it? In fairness, half a time it's just helping him set up the fucking laptop and we get reviews and stuff like that. So, yeah, DC, you're trying to think of someone else, but
what's going on? Talk about the success of this season. Have you had any silver in the last 18 months, 2 years?
The only bit of silverware we've had is just so if we can see that Chunky Sevens winners last year. That start event.
What was Chunky Sevens?
Tournament on Las Rivera. I started off all local sides, but
so the Sevens tournament. Take us through that, guys.
Gives a lovely start to the year, isn't it?
Yeah, we used it as a bit of a pre-season to be the Chunky Sevens. We just went down there, a bit of a check ball.
We're expecting much, like.
Had a bit of fun down there and came away with first prize.
Quite a nice story as well, because you had obviously Jack and Ben playing for us, and the whole tournament was in memory of him of that.
He was dead. This was dedicated.
You couldn't have a better story for it, really.
So it was fit in. Obviously, Ben played for us as well, and Jack. Ben split his head open, can't go and play it as he went. He's probably seen that at the times when he's
I was winding him up in training. There's a fault of me going around Ben in that game, and he's dead. And he cannot get anywhere near me. And then I stepped him in training again. I was like, twice in 1 week, man. Look after his head's gone.
It was class to win that, obviously, on behalf of them as well.
Good story, like.
And meeting new guys was decent.
Highlight of the day.
The ref beat us.
I suppose.
From us, Ted.
Yeah, from us. Don't say that. I think your favourite memories of playing through the club, you've all been here, a lot you've been here since the medieval times.
I think it's probably 2015 when we played. I think with 32 games unbeaten, we won the Welsh Cup in Cardiff, in Blenheim Stadium. Won the league and won the West Wales. We done the treble that year. A fantastic year for us, and probably the best rugby I've been involved in.
Yeah, youth days I'd say enjoyed the most, but if you had to sort of the seniors, sort of the Vernon Cooper era, if you want to call it, we were down in Div 5 when he came on board. We won Div 5. 1 Div 4, I was called like West Central B and it all changed, innit? 1 Div 4, went up to Div 3, won unbeaten. We won the league, won the West Wales Bowl and the Principality Cup. Yeah, Scooper, he was class when he was
What
not the committee favourite, like. But what he done, like, we didn't, when he first got on board, he didn't really have like any sort of system to play, like. So he came in, just everything was his way, and everyone bought into it, and we just had a massive run of a couple of years, like. And even off the field, he was really got like, sort of old school mentality. Like if we had a social, he'd be like in the hall, grab 2 pints, phones away, no one's allowed your phone, sit down, 2 pints, before we'd even start, right, one on the head, and then we'd begin, like. So it was that sort of stuff, like sort of old school mentality, with no phones and that.
Keeps the boys together.
Yeah, but that year, unbeaten, what was it, 30 odd games? The club was like a zoo. We celebrated the wins. It was like a zoo for the full season.
You win, and it was surprising how many people just turn up. They ride the wave, didn't they?
What was that, the 2015 year?
Yeah, it was when we won the treble. Yeah, it was.
Was that like turning point?
Turning point. Yeah, turning point.
Oh, massive.
Because I remember, I think it was about probably 20 years ago. Well, when the money stopped, I still paid a lot of money when the Heineken League, when they went into the leagues, and they wrecked the club, to be honest. And you know, I was one of the players. Then after the money stopped the first season, we struggled for the team. We went to Llandaff, we lost 90 points, and I thought that was the end of the club. You know, that was the end. And I think we went to Vadra, we lost 80 points with 13, and we had a meeting. You know, and thought, do we carry on? And glad we did. You know, we went to 13. It was fantastic. You know.
Yeah, look, you know, with the age grade, all the way up to the seniors.
Sometimes you've got to drop back.
So the way we play now, like the system we got, that's what Vernon Cooper, we still play the same way. Obviously the other head coaches come in and tweaked a few things, like, but we still play that way, like the rugby, like, it's mad.
Vernon will probably come back up in a
big
later on in the pod then.
He's wild back, those guys. So
we're going to dish some. We're going to dish some dirt now on tour stories. Okay. The best tour stories you can come up with. So that goes from maddest people on the tour, best trip with the boys.
I know. We've been.
No names.
No names. We've done a few. We've done like Prague. We've done Benidorm. Aberystwyth was last year. We done a small one last year. We got up and down this year. But probably one that stands out was Bournemouth Sevens. So there was probably 28 to 30 of us. I organised it. We entered as Team Blaze. We didn't enter, but we were affiliated with Ystradgynlais. We entered as Team Blaze. They entered us into like a 2-day social camp. So up in Bournemouth, they were up on the Friday, big piss up on the Friday, whatever. Stay in a hotel, we weren't camping or nothing. Saturday morning, like, fuck, we playing now, 10 o'clock to me. Like, knocking all the doors. Like, taxis are going to be here now, 10 hours 10 or whatever it was. Everyone's just, you know, whatever. Managed to get to the fields, there's bodies scattered everywhere. Right, are we going to get a side together now? We actually done alright as well. There was like a Navy side or something in there. They were all serious, whatever. We ended up beating them. All a smash all day, whatever. And we had like Fatty Owen was up there. He ended up playing. There's a couple of older ones came with us. Guns. They all ended up playing. We had 2 red cards in one game. And we were the only set.
Down to 5.
So we got through to the next day, and we just didn't turn up the next day. Didn't go
win to the final.
No, we went in, but we just went to the festival. We didn't play. But yeah, we done alright as well. But I had an email then when he came back, like 2 weeks later, saying Team Blaze to the Ystradgynlais 1 year ban from I said, he actually banned us, like, so,
they didn't turn up.
he said, no, not for 2, now they do red cards, stuff like that.
Oh, is it? Well, not even for just like binning off.
No, just says you cannot enter the Bournemouth Sevens for 1 year.
Where did Team Blaze name come from?
Team Blaze, well, there's a few things that come into it. The boys are really younger, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, but a few of the boys like the little reefer. So that's where it comes from, like, we won't go any further.
I didn't understand.
Off the back one, actually, the last day when we were about to come home, there's a boy called Diesel. He's in government school doing the yard and Davis, right? So we waited for the bus to come home on the Monday. We'd all have 3 days of madness, like, and was like got a fish tank in the reception hotel waiting for the bus now. We were all so fucked like, innit? Diesel. Grab that goldfish and eat it out. He's looking at him like that. Fuck it, right? He just got up, dumped his hand in the thing, and he ate it. So everyone was so fucked, they were big time like that. Everyone on the bus, he was like, did he actually do that? Like, it's keen on. But going out sevens, you do be then. You can't get it.
So we had a few good nicknames then, come on. Explain like the best nicknames and where the boys get them from, because we had one, what was it, last week, Paley. I think he got nicknamed Paley at the bottom of the ruck because he's so white.
Casper.
Oh, Casper, that's it, because he was so pale.
He's in the middle of the ruck.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the ruck.
They call him Casper when he's on the floor.
We got it. Half of them, we don't even know why. Big up Bicky, Whiskey. Whiskey was JDSL, Johnny Dyshirt local, because every Friday he used to go up to Pedabond, shirt on, Johnny Dyshirt local. But why has he got whiskey? He don't even drink whiskey. He don't even drink whiskey. Well, Rat, you got Ratty, obviously.
JD, is it?
That's come from Roman. Ratty. Ding Dong, that's a Chinaman. Our captain. I'm a Lawrence captain. Vicky, there's always a biscuit. Like, there's no real catchy ones as such, like, but
I've been given Mouse recently.
Oh yeah, forgot about Mouse most recently.
Yeah, well, we have like a team dinner once every month, right? And went down to Rice and Spice in Ystradgynlais, started here, all had our food. Everyone got up and left. I still had half a plate left.
You just eat so slow, like. so the mouse.
And I like to sleep on floors outside.
He was in Cardiff uni, so he just wake up in people's fucking not conservatories, he's really called, like a porch, like.
Just outside. That's like
the mouse. Like. Well, Aberystwyth last year, you end up in someone's porch, too.
Yeah, on Aberystwyth tours, yeah. Came up one night.
So that's sort of stuck recently there, the mouse.
When was the last time you woke up on the streets?
Yesterday.
Must have been Lewis Henry's fucking house,
No, I was in a bed then.
Right then, who is, obviously everyone's got their changing rooms DJ, innit?
That's me.
That's you.
That's me,
Yeah? Nobody else allowed to fancy music?
No one else fancy.
Becky's taking it a few times.
Becky takes it, but it's a mix. You got Becky Keener and Snad, they just like the hard stuff.
Becky's class.
And then you got the older boys and Ting, Ford, ACDs, bit of ACDs. So I mix it up for them, like, you know.
Yeah.
Nice and chill, for the best, nice and chill, a bit of Adele or something.
A bit of Adele again.
Yeah, not the like Sanders, they're like good.
Well, that's not getting the boys up there.
No, it's nice and chill.
Roll in a deep.
Yeah, and then rev it up when we get there.
On the way back.
On the way back is just sing songs there.
All the country. Yeah, Herf loves IB Fair.
Yeah,
classics. We've got Wagon Wheeler, we've got a club song comes out.
Is that well, we've got to get to that, I know. The main club song. For the moment, we're going to ask some followers questions. We're going to get them up quick.
A lot of volunteers to run a team. What characters have you got who do that role voluntarily for you guys?
We got loads of people, like legends who do so much for this club. We got, Glyn Reese, Tristan, Rowan, Boris, Colin. Yeah, probably Glyn Reese stands out for me. Like, I like how old he is, but on game days he's out there doing the lines, doing the post protectors, making sure everything's right.
After the game,
and he's done it for years.
He loves it. And after the game, he's first in the dressing room collecting the jerseys. From he follows us everywhere, and he's brilliant.
Moving on from that, we had a good question last week. Swig asked the boys. Since you've been here, who has been the most influential person coming through the club?
For me personally, it's got to be Rowan. He's he started coaching me when I was 9, brought me up all the way through the age grade, now he's running the bar. He's changed his club around since he's taken over. This whole renovation we've had in here.
There's a load of like legends. Like, your Boris, Tristan, Rowan, Lydia, even I think Vernon Cooper, probably just the way he was, the way he was literally his way or the highway, but it worked. I mean, he wasn't everyone's cup of tea in terms of all that, but what he done with the rugby, like I said earlier, he took us from 5-4-3 to the treble, And just who he was with the boys, like, you know, it was great.
People like Colin and Glyn as well, you know, when we won the Millennium Stadium, they were in the dressing room, they were in tears, you know. They meant so much to them as well, you know, and meant so much to the players, but it meant so much to them as well, and, you know, brilliant, it was brilliant.
So you're going to go with Vernon, is it?
Yeah.
Vernon or...
Glyn needs to forget.
Glyn, I'd say.
Oh, no one, all three.
He does it for West Wales as well. So.
Yeah, Glyn.
Right, boys, we're going to go into the followers' questions. And the first one that's come up is, what are you looking forward to the most next year?
Next year we got a new season, a couple of new sides coming up from Div 2 Halo Q and our local rivals Abercrave. So our nearest derby at the minute is Bilf Wells. So it'd be nice to get Abercrave back in the mixer. Good luck to Abercrave this weekend, playing the semi-final, and we will give you a warm welcome to Division 1 next season.
You actually mean good luck? Or? Yeah?
All the best.
What is the recipe behind the Ystradgynlais for the good performances and where you are today?
Well, I think we're quite a tight-knit group, really, and it comes down to... So we all went to see each other after training as well. So Sean Hereford as captain the TTC movement this year, which is the Tuesday-Thursday club. So yeah, we get everyone in after training every week, have a few pints here.
That's a big part.
Talk through what's going on in our lives,
not just
rugby, mental health.
Anything, whatever we talk about. All gets laid out on the table. We put the world right, really, do we? Tuesdays and Thursdays, pretty much every week, Tuesday, Thursday, we get in there, have a few pints.
Talk about
I think that's what it's all about, you know, that's not just a Saturday.
I'm more about wives and girlfriends.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. What the boys play pool like.
We can edit that part out, that's the first time he spoke. We have got another guy here, Tom his name is. Works the magic behind the camera. Oh yeah, that
looks boiling.
He's had three pints, he's hammered.
So you have Tuesday, Thursday club every week without fail?
Yes, consistent.
Are the boys going to buy into that, or do you order food or anything like
that? As long as
that?
we train in, we're in here for pints. Rowan as well does sausages for us most time because they've got food going for dance and pool every week on Tuesday. So
once a month as well, we'll go up to Riola Arms up the road there, have a bit of bite to eat, or the Aubrey Arms on the road, have a bite to eat.
Our sponsor, so
we'll give back.
Once a month, 10% we go out for food, and that's what we do.
Do you have a few fines for not attending TDC or?
No, not really.
No, it's not,
just the boys want to be here, really.
That's just out though.
You've got a fine club
next season.
Do you have any regular non-attendees?
Laura boys shoot straight up the training. Have to
consistent boys. You know, to be honest, I'm not anything every single week, but I'll try my best.
Who's the most under the club?
Probably something like fucking Croydon or something like that. Croydon, we'd train, he'd leave his car running all training session just to charge his phone.
Just in case you miss a text.
I don't. We train up in Penrose on the Astro, do we? And just leave his car on like all session.
I think he did it
to his battery, you know.
He
just charges his phone, it's clean off.
He did turn his car off once and he wouldn't start up in Penrose, so we all around the car trying to bump it.
Oh, so he's like got his thing in his head now.
Just leaves it on.
Gotta leave it on.
Fly through for
what car is it?
It's car. Trustworthy place, but leave the car running outside, that's what I'm ready.
Not was all about that. Good job. Right, we touched on changing room DJ earlier. So every team's got a winner song. Go back in the change room. You're happy with a good win. What's the go-to song?
It's Take Me Home. Who said who sings it? John Denver.
John Denver,
Take Me Home.
With an Ystradgynlais twist.
Yeah, it's a twist in it.
Yeah.
Younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze, country road. Take me home to the place I belong. I
Swansea Valley, take me home, College Road.